Leaders for one of northern Kentucky's largest cities continue to face questions about how they have handled finances there after a recent audit.
Local 12's James Pilcher joins us now here in studio with the second part of his investigation, this time asking whether that city's form of government is partially to blame and how the city is vowing to become more transparent in the future as part of our ongoing Waste Watch series. James.
Fort Thomas has grown to the point that it is now the largest city in Campbell County, and last month an audit indicated it needed to write off more than $320,000. This week, city leaders also acknowledged a $277,000 pension payment bill went unpaid for nearly a decade. When that bill finally got paid, it was done without council approval, and workers inadvertently entered the payment twice in their system. All of this has some questioning if Fort Thomas, which has a strong mayor form of government, should reconsider changing that, especially with the current mayor out on medical leave. Fort Thomas is one of the vast majority of cities throughout Kentucky to run a mayor-council form of government, with a separately elected mayor serving as chief executive and council members having approval over the budget prepared by city administrators. And given the recent disclosures of financial and accounting issues, some residents have questioned whether that should change. Some council members also complain they haven't been kept in the loop, and others have in the past asked the current mayor to step down. Lawyer and city governance expert Stephen Meggerly moved to Fort Thomas 2 years ago.
They're just too big to be acting like they're Mayberry anymore in 2025 when they get millions of dollars of federal funds and they have a $14 million budget.
City leaders are writing off $333,000 after a recent audit found workers could not track where that money had been spent, primarily because they didn't routinely reconcile the city's various bank accounts. Earlier this week, city leaders disclosed Fort Thomas's administrator made a $277,000 pension payment recently, which had been due in 2018, without getting council approval as required. And city workers inadvertently double-entered the bill, although only one payment went out. Compounding the current issues, Fort Thomas Mayor Eric Haas has been out on medical leave for the past 3 weeks, leaving City Administrator Matthew Kramer in charge. He was appointed in 2022 and defends the current system.
I think it works really well. It's definitely unfortunate that right now we're waiting to see if the mayor is able to come back, full term.
What's your message to the City Council of Fort Thomas, as well as the taxpayers of Fort Thomas, that there's going to be more transparency going forward?
We have our monthly financials that we've started and that are getting posted to our website every month now. It's just a new procedure that we've created. And then now that we've done that, I'm waiting to get feedback from citizens to see if that's what they want.
Kramer also told me he's providing those monthly financial reports to City Council and conducting more in-depth budget committee meetings with Council at least every quarter. But Council members are holding a special meeting on Wednesday to further discuss issues surrounding Kramer making that pension payment without their permission. If a mayor is out for 60 consecutive days in Kentucky, Council can then vote to install an interim mayor in his place, which can't happen for another month or so in the Fort Thomas situation. Kyle, back to you.
James, thank you so much. Kentucky cities can operate one of 3 different kinds of a government according to the Kentucky League of Cities. That includes the mayor-council form used in Fort Thomas, also known as having a strong mayor, with 292 municipalities following that specific style. But there's also a commission form used in Newport and Covington, where the commissioners hire the city administrator instead of the mayor, who serves as the chair of the commission, which is the case for 4 cities statewide. And there's also a manager form where a mayor and 4 commissioners hire a city manager who has more power than under the commission form. That's in place in 19 cities across the Commonwealth of Kentucky.